So Tekker's kid,
Yeah.
Lorenzo Greer,
Yeah.
16 years old,
Yeah, man.
and you've got more YouTube followers than Jude Bellingham. That's pretty incredible,
Oh
isn't it?
yeah, it is a bit crazy to be fair. Doesn't seem real to be honest. Like when we started it, never thought it would get this big, but like it's just like amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. How did you get involved in all this? Just tell us the whole journey. I know you started when you were very young. You were almost not a toddler, but not much older than that.
No, I was like 6. Yeah, my parents just come up with the idea. They're actually at like a chip shop, I think, and they come up with the idea like he likes football, and why don't we just try like showing how good he is at football in it? So we done that. Then it started a bit slow at first, but then it's just gradually started to build and get better and better. More people started watching, and then we just carried on.
So what do you think the channel offers people? I mean, of course, it's been following you around.
Yeah.
As it's pretty much documented.
It's
the last 10 years, isn't it? So how's that felt for you? You know.
Yeah, it's felt like very well. Like if it was like the people that have been watching, like they know, like they've been with me my whole life and that and stuff. Like they're like included in the story and that, and like I feel like I can help other kids like learn how to play football and that and stuff, and like just have someone to like watch and stuff and like keep them happy.
I mean, when I go around the country interviewing footballers, young footballers, little bit older than you actually, they're not as confident in front of the camera. You are very confident, but of course that's natural if you've been doing it since 6.
Yeah,
have you just been a natural all your life, really?
I guess so, yeah, it just comes naturally, innit? Like it's no different now, like I'm used to it in a way. It's like everyone always asks me like, how do I like talk in front of the camera? Like, it's just like normal, you just gotta stay calm and just like answer the questions.
Was that always the case? So when you were young, you were just natural at it?
Yeah. I used to just like, I think it was better because I was younger, because like I had no filter and like I was creative, I was loud, and I think that's what the people liked.
Yeah. So what was that like with the camera always sort of around? I know it wasn't always around every 5 seconds, but consistently you were doing that. What was that like for you?
It was good. It was like, it still is good. It's really fun, innit? I like making the videos. Obviously, I haven't been uploading recently, but like we're starting to come back onto that because I've been adjusting to scholar life here at Birmingham. But yeah, in terms of the camera in my face, it wasn't always in my face. Like it might have seemed like it was, but it really wasn't. My mum and dad done like a really good job of like not making me like hate being on camera and stuff, or like pushing it too much. Like it was just natural, and like, we all enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, because it feels like it might be always around, but of course the odd 20-minute here, 30-minute there.
Yeah.
There's 24 hours in a day, isn't there?
Yeah.
So your dad and mum obviously heavily involved.
Yeah.
How much of an influence have they had on you?
Yeah, they've had a very like big influence, like how I act and that and stuff, and how I do like to stay like humble, being mature and that and stuff. And like, yeah, I feel like they've just done so well to keep me like where I am, because obviously people say this to me a lot. Like, so if people were in my position and like they didn't have that, then they'd just be like different, or probably all over the track and that, and like too overconfident, cocky and that. But I feel like you just got to stay humble, and then I think my parents have done well to keep me on my feet.
Now, as the channel's grown and you've got more followers, I mean, some of your videos have had millions of views.
Yeah.
I mean, I had one video that once got 5 million of Jamie Vardy running down the pitch at Preston when they Leicester won the title. But you were consistently getting this. And what was going through your mind when millions of people were viewing these videos?
I was just like a kid in it, and I used to be like just so shocked and that and stuff, and I just wanted to keep making more videos and making people happy and that. But yeah, we just wanted to stay consistent, and it was obviously mad to see the numbers go up and up every video. But yeah, it's just really cool, isn't it?
It's very cool. Does that involve, when you go around the streets of Birmingham, people spotting you and, you know, almost wanting a selfie with you? Has it got to that stage?
Yeah. Well, I've been used to that because like it just happens everywhere. Like it's kind of natural now. It's like weird when it doesn't happen in a way. So like obviously when I go out, people like ask for pictures and that and stuff. And even when I'm with Birmingham, sometimes like if we go to different training grounds, like there's like younger kids around, or ask for pictures or try and watch us play and that and stuff. But yeah, it's like it's natural now. Like I know how to handle it and that and stuff. And yeah, it's good.
I mean, I know this is like a lifestyle sort of YouTube channel, isn't it? It follows you in your journey. So I want to talk to you about your journey. When you first started playing football, what was your earliest memories? What inspired you to become a footballer?
Earliest memory of me playing football was in the living room with my brother and my dad. We actually had a little goal in our living room, and my dad would go on his knees and get in a goal, and then I'd play against my brother and that and stuff. And yeah, it just like built confidence, and like I started to love the sport. So got into football, like got in the Sunday League team called Phoenix, and then eventually I got scouted, and I've been at Birmingham ever since I was like 7.
Tell us what the club have been like in your journey. I know you're a Man United fan, aren't you?
Yeah,
from
yeah.
boyhood, but I'm assuming you obviously have.
Yeah,
a soft spot.
I have a soft spot for Birmingham as well. But like, I think the club, I've done really well to like build around it. Like, obviously, there's times where I've been busy and have like, obviously given me time like to do what I need and that stuff, and obviously sometimes record or like use the gameplay footage when I'm using it for a video and that stuff. But I feel like the club have been like really helpful towards the journey, and like obviously I thank them in it because like they've done very well.
Yeah, and of course you've developed. You've signed your scholarship not that long ago.
Yeah.
We're here today at the Birmingham City Academy. Just tell us how your life sort of works out day to day now. Just give us a snapshot of a week in the life of Lorenzo Greer.
Well, because recently I signed a scholar, we're basically here like full time now. So I'd get up at like, well, I don't get up, my mum gets me up because I really struggle getting up in the morning. And then we'd make our way here, and then I'd have breakfast here, get my kit, say hello to the lads and that, and then chill for a bit, probably play some ping pong, and then we'd have like analysis or activation, and then train. Sometimes it's a double session, but yeah, gym, analysis and that stuff. But I love it in it because it's like, I like playing football and that, and like I get to be a full time.
So of course the ambition is to become a professional footballer, and there was a certain Jude Bellingham who did very well here, and of course his brother Job. How much of an inspiration has he been, not only to yourself but to everyone? Really,
it's been like a massive inspiration. Like obviously he's like living proof it's possible. Like coming from Birmingham and what, now he's playing around with Jude. Like he just like, he inspires all of us and that to be like better, not just on the pitch, off the pitch as well. So yeah, he's a very good role model.
Have you ever met him?
Yeah, I've met him a couple of times. Yeah, probably once, a couple of times in town, or the at St George's Park and that. Yeah, or even like before, like he was Jude Bellingham, he'd be around the training ground, innit?
So what was he like to sort of meet up with, speak to, and since he's become famous?
No, he's very down to earth, innit? Very humble guy. Like obviously, he just like speaks like a normal person. Like you can't believe like he plays around with Jude and that, but like he's like just a really good person. I was a very honest guy, and like proper. In
your most recent conversations with Jude, has he given you any advice?
No, he just says like, just keep playing your game, innit? Keep playing football, and like just stay humble.
I remember when he was your age and he made about 40 odd appearances in the centre midfield in the Championship for Birmingham. Absolutely phenomenal. Do you remember that? And do you remember coming to watch?
Because we used to go to watch the games as well. It was mad to see him on the pitch, like starting and that and stuff. Even scoring goals and that, it was just sick.
Yeah, I mean, of course you're 16, and we appreciate you're not at that level at the moment. Obviously, you aspire to get there. Yeah. But of course, people like Jude Bellingham, they are one-offs, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're like once in a billion. Like you rarely get that. Like you get him, Wayne Rooney, Michael Owens, and that. But like they're literally one of the billions. So I don't think it's like comparing. I don't think you should really compare to people like Jude Bellingham or Wayne Rooney, like, because like that's a one-off. Like it doesn't happen often. I feel like your time will come out and stuff, and just keep playing your game and that.
And of course, Job, how well did you know him?
Well, I actually went to school with him for a bit, so I used to see him quite often. Very nice guy, very nice, like humble guy. Yeah, very very quiet to be honest, but like he was like very good player, very humble. It just stayed on his feet.
I mean, lots of players don't really get their breakthrough until they're in their early 20s. I mean, we just saw Freddie Potts at West Ham, for example, make his debut the other day. I mean, he's in his early 20s, so everyone's got their own path. So how do you sort of feel that you're going to get to where you want to get to? What's your sort of targets, and what's your plan?
Well, my end goal is to be a pro footballer. Hopefully, it'd be nice if it was here at Birmingham. But I just got to stay like hard working and that humble, and just keep playing my football, let my football do the talking.
Now, in terms of the social media, of course, you've got this huge presence. Wayne Rooney scored against Arsenal when he was 16. Jude Bellingham, as we just mentioned. Cesc Fabregas. They had huge profiles, and you've got a profile at your age in terms of that platform that's almost up there with those sort of players. Do you find it kind of strange? I mean, I've got to ask you this question because, of course, you're not at that level yet.
Yeah, but like it is strange, to be fair. But hopefully, I do get to that level.
I understand you're now an athlete for a famous sportswear company. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so recently signed with Under Armour. Very happy to be with them. Obviously, very, very good brand. And obviously, they have very nice staff there. They're really nice. And recently went to France with them, which was very good. And obviously, the club let me go as well, which is very good of them. But yeah, recently signed Under Armour, and I'm like very happy to be with him.
Yeah, I saw the video. You went to Paris.
Yeah,
very
Paris.
nice, very nice. And you met a famous footballer as well, a PSG
Yeah,
player.
Hakimi. Yeah, very very nice guy. Asked him about what it was like to win the Champions League, and he said it was surreal.
Can I ask you what all your teammates and fellow scholars here think of your channel and what you're doing?
Well, I've known most of them like a long time, like some of them before I even started YouTube, so it's pretty normal to them now. Obviously, we do like mess around sometimes. They say, "Oh, you're taking it down that," but like, yeah, it's like pretty natural to them now.
Now, I love on your channel you do little sort of challenges. I think with your brother you used to do as a kid. You do little tricks and stuff now and again. What are your favourite tricks that you've tried executing, and who have they been inspired by?
Well, my favourite trick is that well, there's different tricks. There's freestyle tricks and there's normal tricks. So freestyle trick, it's around the world. I remember I did it for the first time when I was like 8. It was probably like one of the best things ever. Just done it in the video. I didn't even mean to do it, and I just done it. Yeah, but normal trick, I'd say probably a Maradona. I like the Maradonas. I like the spins. I used to like do them all the time. Obviously, in my position, I don't really need to do them as much, but hopefully I can bring it back out again soon.
I'll tell you a fantastic trick of his is being able to handball a winning goal against England without anyone seeing it. Well, everyone's seen it.
I know, yeah.
I just want to ask you actually about the retro stuff. Do you ever watch some of the old Premier League matches or even further back?
Yeah, I always see them on Sky. Obviously, sometimes I just sit down and watch them, especially the Man United games, because obviously I just love watching football in it, and I get really fascinated by like the old football. It just seems like super creative. There's loads of good characters, Ronaldinho's. There's just like so many good people. Zidane, R9. There's just so many like sick football players who you can like watch and learn off. And yeah, everyone was just like just being themselves and that in it.
And there's a lot of Mavericks as well back then. Like Paul Gascoigne was one, for example.
Yeah.
I mean, going back even further before I was born, George Best, you know.
I know, yeah.
Obviously, Matt Letizia. These were all players that played off the cuff.
Yeah.
And there's been accusations recently that we're developing sort of robotic players. But is that a bit unfair, or what do you think?
I think it is a bit unfair because, like, obviously you can see that there is players that are not robotic, but I don't really think that I don't really think we make robotic players. It's really an unfair statement, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I look at what you're doing on your YouTube channel. You show your personality, and I think that's so important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think players should do that. I mean, there are players that you see getting interviewed, Premier League footballers who have got personality. I think Jay Maddison, he's a bit of a character as well.
Yeah.
So you do see that.
Yeah, you do see it, and I think it's good that we see that because, like, obviously they're normal human beings, isn't it? And we just get to see how they really act.
Now, in terms of Birmingham City, the club have been doing fantastic recently. 111 points last year. There must be a real good vibe around the place. I mean, do you get to meet any of the first team players? I think you actually went training with them recently, didn't you?
Yeah, well, basically we have this thing called Epic, so we go to the first team training ground and we go help out a little bit. So we will go there as the opposing team they're probably playing the next day and like just help them like prepare for the games. And it's like a real good insight for us because we get to see what goes on, what the manager's like, what the manager like, what he likes and that and stuff, and like how quick the tempo is. So yeah, that's what we do.
And what first team players have you been mixing with and speaking to, and who do you like the most?
Well, obviously because I've worked with him before, but I'd say Demarai Gray because I worked with him once when I was like 9. Obviously he's a very like cool guy and that and stuff, very good football player. And yeah, it was just mad meeting him again the other day.
And of course there was the documentary with Tom Brady and David Wagner. Have you met them? And also, what did you think of the documentary?
I think the documentary is like really good. Me and my dad watched it. We just watched it, and like it's just a real good insight what goes on like in and around the training ground. And it's like good, and it's mad because to see Birmingham City have their own like documentary, which is like really really good. Obviously the club's on the rise and that. Yeah, so I've never actually met Tom Brady or Tom Wagner. Yeah, hopefully I can meet them soon. But obviously they're doing good things for the club.
Yeah, and it's really got the city galvanised, hasn't it? Because there's not many clubs that get relegated, and there's a feel-good factor. But actually, there was last season. Believe it or not.
Yeah. So when the club got relegated, obviously, that's when they swooped in. Obviously, helped the club, put loads of money into the club. Obviously, we're playing really good now. Got promoted. What was it? Most points in the league. Did 11 points. Got promoted. And then, doing well in the Championship now as well. Hopefully we can go to the Prem.
Now, in terms of documentaries, and of course, people like yourself doing YouTube, it gives behind-the-scenes insight to people.
Yeah.
Do you welcome that? Do you like to see, like, the Welcome to Wrexham documentary, the Birmingham documentary, the Salford City ones, for example?
Yeah, I think they're really good. I actually love watching them. Obviously, me and my dad used to watch the Man City one. There was a Tottenham one, an Arsenal one. So I really enjoy those because it shows an insight of like what actually goes on in the training grounds.
Can I ask you what your favourites are and what you've learned from it?
I think one of my favourites is the Birmingham documentary, and I liked the Arsenal documentary because like a lot of drama happens and that and stuff, and it just shows what goes on. Like everyone's different in the training ground, the characters, the manager, how he acts and stuff, and like everything, even what the players do at home.
Of course, you've been doing this since you were 6.
Yeah.
And a lot of people watching this will be thinking, wow, no, to expose a youngster to
Yeah, I
that
know,
kind of
yeah.
scrutiny. Obviously, your parents are very protective of you.
Yeah.
What sort of safeguarding did they do to protect you from, because it can be quite a brutal environment, social
I know,
media.
yeah. Well, they just like told me straight in it, like there's like if people are not being nice and stuff, they're probably just hating, or like obviously it's gonna happen anyways. Like it's best it happens now, because if you're a professional football player, you're gonna have loads of haters and that and stuff. So in a way, they're preparing me in a way, which is really good. So yeah, they kept me in line and that and stuff, and just didn't let anything get to me.
Because if you remember, after the Euro final, some England players got trolled, didn't they, for the penalty miss? It was quite brutal. It was
Yeah, the
racist.
2021 final, yeah.
What was your sort of thoughts on that? Should social media companies do a little bit more to protect people? Because it's not right, is it?
No, it's not right. All just because like the miss, and the skin colour shouldn't really be a problem, because obviously they're playing for England and that. I don't think the skin colour should be a problem. They missed the penalty. There's not much more they could do about it, to be honest.
Now, I want to ask you, because obviously you've got so many subscribers, what sort of people do you think you're appealing to, would you say? And also, how do you think your channel helps them?
I think my channel helps kids by like, obviously inspires them to try sports and that, so probably gets them out of the house, try new skills and that. But yeah, I feel like we just help the kids and we entertain them and that and stuff, which I love doing. I love entertaining people, and we just like, they grow up with us in a way.
Football, as we know, is brutal in terms of the amount of people that make it. Very few make it.
Yeah.
So there's always the chance that you might not make it.
Yeah.
What's the plan if you don't? What are you putting down in place for that day that might not work for you?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, because I have been thinking about that a lot. I'm glad that I have some backups for it. Obviously, I have the YouTube, or I could probably do some stuff in TV. I recently started up a soccer school called Birmingham City Academy, which I can fall back on as well. So yeah, it's good to have like not put all your eggs in one basket, because in a way, if the football goes, what else am I going to do? So I'm glad we invested in other stuff.
Yeah, and of course you're doing your education as well. What are you doing here?
Well, we get our UEFA C licenses, so we're doing a coaching course right now, which I think is like really good that the club. I think it's really good that the club provides some stuff like that, so we have something to fall back on.
Now tell us about the academy. So has that started now, or is it something that's in the pipeline?
Yeah, it started already. It's been up for a couple of weeks now. It's doing really, really well, I'd say. Got loads of kids coming, they love it, they keep coming back, and it's just good to see like young kids playing football and just like having fun and like not caring.
Out of all the famous footballers that you've met, can you give me an anecdote on one of the meetings, like something that really struck out and something that'd be quite interesting to our viewers?
Well, I'm going to have to say the Ronaldo meeting. Obviously, it was just before lockdown happened, just before COVID times. I got surprised saying that I was going to go to Italy. So we went to Italy saying that I was going to film with Ronaldo. We got there, and I remember the night before we was like walking through it, doing walkthroughs, getting ready for the next day. The next day was still walkthroughs, but then Ronaldo was actually like 3 hours late, because obviously not so Ronaldo, like he wanted to stay behind and do extra training, so it actually took longer, so we had to stay another night, but we managed to get it done the thing with Ronaldo. This was live on Ronaldo's Instagram. Ronaldo's such a nice guy, and then we just kept playing football together, gave me some good advice, and yeah, it was.
What did he say to you?
He said to me to always listen to my mum and dad, because they know best, and just like keep playing football, and he says like he said that he thinks I've got potential.
Can I just say, that's a surreal scenario, isn't it? You're one of the greatest players of all time. How humbling was that?
It was very humbling. All I could do was just stand there and watching it, because I was just starstruck. So it was madness.
Yeah. Now, as a Man United fan, she's doing all right at the moment. I was surprised. Like a few wins, suddenly they've gone from bottom half to into the Champions League. So,
I think we've got a very good team, very good manager, Ruben Amorim, and I feel like we can go far. We can do good. I just feel like sometimes we're a bit inconsistent, but once we get that down, I think we could be a very good team.
Yeah. Do you think you need to make any signings in the January window?
No.
You like it as it is?
Yeah, I like how it is, yeah.
Yeah. And you're glad they stuck with the manager?
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of youngsters out there will be thinking of maybe starting their own YouTube channel. What advice would you give to them?
What advice I'd give to them? I'd say make content that you like doing and don't necessarily expect it to blow up fast. I'd say stay patient, because obviously it's going to take time. To stick to it, keep making the videos that you like doing, and hopefully it'll work out.